Hi, my name is Jayme, and I'm a teacher here at YYOGA. And today I'm going to lead you through a nice good morning beginner-styled Hatha class. Very brief. So before we get started, a couple things I'm going to encourage you to have are blocks. And if you don't have blocks at home, that's okay. You can use very sturdy cushions or thick books will work as well. The other thing we'll use is a strap. And if you don't have a strap, that's also fine because you can just use a long scarf or a belt. All those things will work well. So let's put those things off to the side just for now. And we're going to start in child's pose. Really lovely shape aimed at calming the nervous system and stretching out the back body. So you can start by bringing your toes together. Your knees can be together or your knees can be apart depending on what's more comfortable. And then just bring your forehead down to the mat. Now for some people the forehead doesn't quite reach. That's okay. You can put a block underneath your head any height that you need it to be so that you can just let the weight of the head go. And then you can close your eyes here and we're just going to focus on breathing. So taking nice deep inhalations, nice slow exhalations. So this will start to clear the mind, make everything feel really calm. And you'll notice the deeper you breathe, the more you can really stretch out your back body. So inhaling, just feeling the lift of the back ribs. Nice calm grounding exhale. Maybe a deeper inhale where you start to feel the lower back and even the back of the pelvis get a bit of stretch and lift. And just take 2 more cycles of breath here. Breathing in and letting it go. And then come forward now into a tabletop position. So your shoulders will stack your wrists, fingers will be spread nice and wide, and do your best to root into the knuckles of your hands so you're not spilling all the weight into your wrists, and then just bring the knees up so they're underneath the hip line. So as you next inhale, bring your shoulders away from your ears. Let your belly hang here as you roll the underside of your pelvis and your chest up towards the sky. So that's a nice big inhale. This is the cow position. And then as you exhale, reverse all of that, pushing into the hands, pulling up through your belly, letting the head hang, and drawing the tailbone down towards the mat. So you get a good stretch in the upper back. And then when you're ready to inhale again, come forward. Roll the upper arms out, really getting wide across your chest. Try to get nice and long through your neck. And then exhale again, reversing that. So let's do a few more cycles. You just follow your own breath's pace. This is one of my favorite ways to wake up in the morning. It's just such a good way to bring energy into the nervous system by waking up the spine, stretching everything out. And you can keep arching and rounding here, but you can also kind of let the spine take over. And there might be other ways that you want to move, sort of barrel rolling the belly a little bit here, or skipping rope like action with the spine. You can rock back and forth. I'm just throwing out options and variations. You can stick with the arching and rounding if that's really working for you. Let's just take one more inhale, exhale here. And then just come back to neutral. So neutral means keeping the belly lifted, lengthening from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. And we're going to start to bring a little bit of fire into the core here. Stretch your left arm forward. Make sure you feel really grounded through your left hand and really pull up through your belly. So just opening up and waking up the core a little here. Really important to have a strong core to support the back body. If you're someone who is looking for more core support, more strength, let's switch sides here. Right arm forward. Then feel free to take some of our classes, Pilates, bar classes. They're really accessible and a really good way to get stronger through the abdominals. Let's take 2 more breaths here, really reaching through those fingertips, allowing a little bit of a struggle to come in here. It's okay to struggle a little bit. It's just the muscles getting stronger. And then bring the hand back down. Great. Walk your hands forward now, so your arms are in a bit of a diagonal line. Tuck your toes and take your hips back towards your heels. This is similar to child's pose. It's a little bit more active. Call this puppy dog. It's a precursor to another pose that we'll try in a moment called downward dog. So nice and wide and spread through the fingers, nice and grounded through the palms, and let the head drop. Keep the armpits lifting away from the mat. And then start to pull up through your belly. Now with your toes tucked, push into your hands, push into the balls of the feet, and start to float your knees off the mat. And then from there, take your hips back and up. Now, if you're a beginner, I'm going to strongly invite you to keep your knees bent in this pose. Typically, if the back of the legs are tight, forcing the legs straight will push the weight of your pelvis forward into your arms, and your arms will get tired really quickly. So bent knees means you can pull your hips back, take more of the pelvic weight into the legs. Remember your core work, lift your belly into your back body, and then just let your heels settle. They might touch the ground, they might not. It's okay either way. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. Let the head hang heavy. Nod out the head a few times just to make sure the neck's nice and released. And then next time you inhale, look to the front of the mat and just start to walk your way forward. So you might need to come up onto fingertips, that's fine. You can also, once you get into your forward fold, put blocks in your hands, and that can make this a lot more accessible, a lot more enjoyable. Spread out your toes now like you did your hands a moment ago. Just get nice and grounded through your feet. Once again, you can just let the upper body drape, the head hang heavy, and just take a few breaths in your forward fold. To feel a little more opening through the back of the legs, you can lightly press the top of the thighs back, and the more your head drops down, the more you'll feel that. And that's totally up to you. Bent knees in a forward fold is great. Next time you inhale, lift up halfway, just bringing the shoulders to the height of the hips, lengthening the sides of the neck, and then exhale as you fold back in. Let's do that 2 more times, following the breath. Inhale, coming up halfway, and exhaling as you fold back in. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now take a hold of that strap, whatever you're using as a strap. Put your hands on your hips, push into your feet, and come slowly up to standing. Take your time here. You might need a moment just to let the blood settle out of your head again when you feel the weight in your feet. Let's take the arms out and take the hands wide across the strap. Get yourself into an overhand grip here and really pull the strap tight. We're gonna warm up the shoulders a little bit. So first things first is pull the belly into the back body. Stay strong in your core. And then as you inhale, breathe into the back ribs, take the arms up and over. And here's about the point where you might feel a little bit tight and sticky. If that's the case, take your hands wider. Take your hands wider until you can more easily bring the arms back down and around. And then breathe into the back body, lift the arms up and overhead, and bring the strap forward again down towards the thighs. So keep the strap nice and tight, like you're trying to pull it apart. And remember, no pain, no strain in the chest here. If you need more space, then feel free to take it. This is called shoulder flossing. And if you are tight in your shoulders, this is a wonderful way to create a little bit more mobility in your shoulder region. Even just doing this a few minutes a day can make a huge difference. And take another breath in and out here. 1 more cycle, let's say. And then you can bring the arms back around. Place the strap off to the side. Take your arms up and overhead. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Pull your belly in and just do a little side body stretch, leaning to your right, tugging on the left wrist to help create lots of space and distance between the base of your left ribs and the top of your hip. Take a couple breaths here. And then come on back up and switch. Take a hold of your right wrist, push through the heel of your right palm, pull your belly in, make sure you're not back bending, lift up, and then gently arc over to your left. And then just tug on your right wrist to help open up the side body. Really focus on breathing into your right lung here so that you feel really spacious and open through the rib cage muscles, which are pretty hard working. And then come back through center. Bring your hands down just in front of your heart. We call this Anjali Mudra. Press the tips of your fingers together. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a settling exhale. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, my name is Jayme. I'm a teacher here at YYOGA. Namaste.